So you would say you wouldn't object. I mean, whether there can be stem cell research might fall into those moral questions, but then the question of what's the appropriate role of government, not just about stem cell research, but should the government be a primary financier and organizer of major research efforts in the way that over the last 50 years?
You know, you'd never want to say never on any question like that, but is the private sector better or more adept at research? You know, I think it's a great example to look at right now is outer space, NASA. You know, everything's happening right now in the private sector, and that NASA is contracting with private sector folks. Just a great example of public-private partnerships that may succeed in making life better for all of us.
But so on the whole, the role of research universities, the role of NASA, the role of government-funded R&D through military companies, you'd see the government playing a significantly smaller role in those kinds of
Well, by
efforts.
significantly smaller, I think one of the biggest threats facing the country today is the fact that we do have $1 trillion debt, and that if we don't balance the federal budget, that burden falls on young people. Look, I'm going to get my health care, I'm going to get my retirement, I'm going to send young people to war. President Obama's Affordable Health Care Act, gee, you as young people, healthy group, you're going to pay for those that aren't so healthy. Spending more money than what you take in, that burden is going to fall on young people, and that is unfair. So when you talk about spending and government spending when it comes to research and development, look, Bill Weld and myself are promising to submit a balanced budget to Congress in the first 100 days. That would be a 20% reduction in all government spending. And we would look to do that as an across the board, but you know what? There's nothing that's across the board. Some things work, some things don't. We never cut out the things that don't work. Oftentimes we don't add to resources to what does work.